We're still at Zandvoort with qualifying and a lot of rain on the horizon today, but Max Verstappen has confirmed that he did indeed meet with Toto Wolff in Sardinia during the summer break. Mercedes denied reports of Wolff and Verstappen meeting on the Italian island at the time, but the Dutchman himself explained he simply gets on very well with the Wolff family. Verstappen's future was one of the biggest storylines of the first half of the season, given he had that famous exit clause in his contract while Red Bull were struggling both on and off the track. Mercedes were front-runners to potentially snap the Dutchman up, with Wolff making his admiration of the four-time champion very, very public. Verstappen has confessed that he did meet with Wolff in Sardinia. Quote, "There's no secret. I mean, I even went for lunch with Toto and the family, and I think that's absolutely allowed. It's not even that you speak about Formula One business, it's just life. We parked up next to each other because we were in the same bay to sleep, and during the day, everyone does their thing. But sometimes you meet up and you have a good relationship with people. I think that's nice, that it's not only about competition." On his part, Wolff said that the talks never got to the point that Mercedes actually thought they were getting Verstappen, but that the team will reevaluate in 2 years. Back to the action here at Zandvoort, as McLaren have been fined €5,000 for a near collision between Oscar Piastri and George Russell in the pit lane. While Piastri and McLaren were deemed to be at fault for the incident, no time penalty was given to the Aussie. When Alex Albon caused a red flag and all drivers had to return to the pit lane, Piastri turned into his pit box a bit too early and swerved back left onto the fast lane. Russell had to hit the brakes hard to avoid a crash. While some expected a penalty of some sorts, the FIA has since explained that it wasn't Piastri's fault, but rather the McLaren engineers. When he turned in, the engineers were all pointing him back left to go back onto the fast lane. So it was a team error rather than a driver error, meaning they've been let off with just a fine. And finally, reports from Record MX out of Mexico suggest Sergio Perez will earn a whopping $10 million a year at Cadillac, making him one of the highest earners on the entire F1 grid. His new salary will allegedly be on par with his previous Red Bull contract, with the Mexican driver known for bringing massive commercial value to every team he goes to. Perez is the 8th most experienced F1 driver ever, with 281 Grand Prix starts to his name, including 6 wins, 2 Constructors' Championships, and a second-place Driver Championship finish. But Perez also has massive commercial value, both in terms of the sponsors he has backing him, including billionaire Carlos Slim, and in terms of merchandise sales. Perez was reportedly responsible for nearly 60% of online merchandise sales during his 4 years at Red Bull. Checo has signed a multi-year deal with Cadillac, as has Valtteri Bottas, although the exact length of the contract is not known at the moment. Well, that's it for this news video here from Zandvoort. Stay tuned here on the channel and all our social media, as there's plenty of content coming your way from the Dutch beachside. Thank you so much for watching this video, though, and peace.